Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Learn from your mistakes. And now, I don't know if I talked about this on this channel. I've definitely talked about it every now and then on my men's channel. Learn from your experiences. Learn from your experiences. Really, I'm going to be real with y'all. A woman should not get played or have bad experiences with a man after a certain point. Maybe when she's young. Maybe in your 20s. But as you get older, you should be doing better and better. But what instead happens? I've seen many women, they get played over and over by the same type of guy over and over. Now, I understand about the imprint and everything. But see, one thing about the womb imprint, that just means someone you might have a general attraction to, a natural attraction. They don't have to do anything. You're just going to feel a certain buzz, right? And this ain't necessarily mean that, that your imprint gave you orgasm or anything. You're just going to feel a more natural click with it, right? But then that imprint might not be bad. Might not be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. You still got your conscious mind. You still got your conscious mind. And that person might have been a mistake. Because even after the imprint, you're still dealing with some guys. Let's be real. A lot of ladies don't have a limited count like that. A lot of ladies don't. I'm good with it. Now, some other men, I don't know. That's on them. But learn from the mistakes. Okay, you got with that guy, he dogged you out. All right. Learn from it. What did you learn from it? And don't blame the guy. The guy was a dog. He's probably a dog when you met him. He probably had all the signs. Ask yourself how you get caught up with him. Because, see, lady, and look, I got to be real with this. Because too many women don't want to take accountability for their part in something. And I've seen a lot of women do it. And every time I've seen a woman do it, I've seen her get burned by it. I've never seen it to fail. Got burned by it. Only time I've seen women actually win from is when they took accountability for their part in it. This ain't saying the guy you dealt with or dogged you, treated you wrong, or anything wasn't wrong. He was definitely wrong. But did he hold a gun to your head? Did he force you? If he forced you or something, okay, he's 100% wrong. But you had to make the choice to deal with him. And y'all know, y'all come up, ladies, come on now. Come on. Y'all know if a guy come up, hit you with some line, you probably heard it somewhere before, especially depending on how generally attractive you are. We ain't hitting you with nothing. In fact, that's why I tell men it's useless to lie to y'all. It's better just to be straight up with y'all, because y'all done seen it before. So why come with some bullshit, right? But here's the thing with y'all, though. Y'all be seeing the same bullshit over and over and still do it. And seriously, and you keep doing the same thing over and over with the guy. Now, part of it I understand. There's a deeper aspect of it. But at the same time, you got to still learn from it. And the part I understand is you want to resolve what happened the first time on a subconscious basis. So if that guy, or, if there was a certain situation how y'all guys got together and then broke up, you want to resolve that issue in your mind. It starts from a subconscious thing. But you can also resolve it within yourself without even dealing with anybody. It's like, okay, say you got dogged by somebody, right? You got dogged by a guy. And instead of getting mad at him or just finding, you got dogged by him, you left, and then you tried, subconsciously or even consciously, you find a guy similar to him because he looked the same and everything and hope he does what's right. Now, if that guy's really advanced, he probably will do what's right, but you can't expect that. But the thing you got control over is whether or not you're going to do the same things that caused the first thing. Remember, every single relationship is two people. Both of them did something. It's never one. Even if it's a seemingly a relationship, like say you get a woman who is just totally submissive to a guy, totally submissive, and he dogging her. He mistreating her and everything. Maybe talking about her, putting her down and all of that. All right. And somebody might say, well, yeah, he dogging her, she being all nice. Well, why were you that submissive? Now, submission is good, but common sense is better. And I'm saying this as a guy who says there's nothing wrong with a woman submitting to a man. I'm saying, I'm going to be real, provided he's a responsible man. Keep that in mind, too, when I say it. And in fact, just as an aside, if I ever talk about submission, I'm the type going to say, guys definitely want the submission, but a man has to be a man and responsible. So, I might talk about that on my men's channel, all right? But think about it. If a woman submits, you still got to submit to the right guy. Why'd you submit to this knucklehead? You made the choice to submit to him, because there's nothing wrong with y'all picking and choosing who you want to submit to. If you're going to submit to a man, right, submit to that righteous man, that man who going to do right, who going to protect, provide. He going to heal. He going to lead properly. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you submitting to a knucklehead, that's on you. You made the choice. Don't just submit. He's just the male gender. Hell no. So, learn from that mistake. Learn, what did you do? What did you do? Because then, and this is what some women should do. Every single time you deal with a guy, every single time. Now, understand something. I first heard this a couple decades ago from a woman who's a minister now. She said it. She said she had dealt with a guy and he dogged her out. So she said, no, I'm going to look at what I did to even get caught up in that situation. You learn from it. Because then, if you learn from it, right, then you know what to look for next time a guy might do something similar. Because you learn from it, And then you might know how to avoid it or how to deal with it. If you start seeing the signs, then you know how to deal with it. But see, some women just go along, keep doing the same guy over and over again. And like I said, I understand part of it is the imprint, but you still got a choice. If somebody doing some dumb stuff to you or some evil stuff, you consciously know what's happening because you're probably telling your friends. In fact, some of them probably see it and they're saying, well, hold up, that last knucklehead did the same thing. And it's tough. Look, ladies, I understand it's tough because, that knucklehead, he might have at least satisfied you sexually. So it's tough. You get a guy with that similar energy doing the same thing. Oh, yeah, it's tough, but you still got a choice. You still can learn. And as far as that satisfaction or that energy or something, you could get the same energy from somebody who's going to treat you right. But you got to know, because then you got to say, okay, what was it in you that drew that man? Understand something, ladies. Y'all got to take some responsibility for it. If y'all all knuckleheads, crazy dudes and stuff, what was it about you that did it? Because I remember there was a woman I met, a young lady. I thought about that. It was at a gym I was working at. She came to me. She said, I always draw these bad guys and stuff. And I just looked at her. I ain't want to just go in on her or anything. But, I just said, well, you just come in and work out. She needed to lose some weight. Her shape wasn't all there. 2, she dressed in a very depressive manner. Very depressive. I was like, because I was like, why would guys go after her? She wasn't really ugly. I'd say average looking. But she was wondering why, and I already knew. She was the type of woman that straight up dogs, like low-level scavengers go for. Those type of dudes who will stroke anything. The woman could be on the autism spectrum, they'll stroke her. She could be 400 pounds, they'll stroke her. And she was in that group of women. And I'm just giving y'all something from a real player's point of view. Real players read women, and they know their targets. So she was just in that thing. Now, if she changed something, plus she had a little bit of attitude about what she had in life, which to me didn't impress me. But that was drawing the knuckleheads. So, learn from that. Look at yourself. What are you broadcasting? You broadcasting something dumb? Seriously. So, really look at that. Pay attention to the mistakes you made. Sit back, write them down. Get some therapy and talk with a therapist about it. And I'm serious. Get some therapy. Do whatever you got to do every time you have a bad relationship experience. Don't go jump in some other guys, under some guy or whatever. Sit back and learn from it, and then you can make a better decision the next time. It helps you out in the long run. So learn from those mistakes. So, ladies, that's all I got for now. Get back with y'all later. Peace.